We're coming to you from GMHBA Stadium. This is the round 4 match between Geelong and Footscray. On paper, this one seems like a mismatch, but it is still early in the season and there's time for the stragglers to make up ground. And here come the visitors. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Thanks, Hutto. I like the Dogs. My tipping hasn't been so crash hot, so I'm going with a couple of roughies this week, and this seemed as likely a candidate as any.
Thanks for that, Harf. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. It's first versus 14th, and there's been no love for the underdog this week. They have a point to prove. The rucks staring each other down. Conway wins the first ruck contest. Holmes, can he find a teammate? He's hit up the lead. Delivers it inside 50. This is good ball movement.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
Heads towards goal. It's a chance. No. It's found its way into the post.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Gallagher has charged into space. Got a little time here. Pike read that well. Can he finish it off?
He's currently the #1 ranked player on the ground, and now he's got a chance to hit the scoreboard.
That's a poor strike. Close, read at best, but it'll be put on a tough angle.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
The Cats off to a good start. Smith gets his hand to it. Is that holding the ball? They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. The two big men do battle. Kennedy squeezes the kick. Look at him go. Going for territory. Hoffman takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. Matafai Forbes has found some space. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Picking their way through. Hoffman can keep it moving. Doesn't often waste it. Martin had his name written all over it. Handball off was good. This will be touch and go. Close is there. Crunching tackle. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Conway got his palm to it. Nevitt. Boot, ball, goal!
The Dogs are on the back foot. That was possibly a bit too easy.
The Cats already look like they're going to be hard to beat. The big men fly. Nevitt leading from the front. Driscoll showing why he's such a good defender. They're playing with purpose and poise. Holmes, Edwards, out of the congestion. Driscoll, Hughes. Wants to take the game on. Tidy ball. Wiltshire. Dangerous to leave on his own. Can he impose himself on the match? That's an impressive mark. This will be a deep entry. Close. Has a vice-like grip.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
This deserves a goal, but he's put it the wrong side of the stick.
They'll need to clamp down on him. He'll torch him if they keep giving him that sort of space.
Caulfield, tasked with the kick in. Quality delivery by foot. Taking time to assess the options. The Dogs on the ball now. He's been busy so far. Barker couldn't reel it in. Mollier wins it back. Great mark. Neat little worm burner. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Searching kick. Close is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Touch and go. Misses.
They did well to construct that shot at goal, but the inability to convert really let them down.
Caulfield with the footy. Generosity is a wonderful quality, but not on a football field.
He'll fancy his chances.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
The midfielders have to lift because the ease of ball movement from their counterparts is already making life difficult for the defenders.
It's a comfortable margin, but they wouldn't want to rest on their laurels. Smith gets his hand to it. He's gone. He had plenty of time.
He's suggesting he got something on it. Oh, I'm not sure he did.
Smith, it fell into his arms. Mollier read it well. What's he got on offer? Clever kick. Polkinghorn with a chance to run. Kicks to centre wing. No one can mark. They are hunting the ball carrier. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Conway with a deft tap. Got the handball away. That's unusual. Orgel knew the tackle was coming. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
Maple read it well. He's generally a good kick. Can't keep hold of it. Mattify Forbes mops that one up. He's been accosted. They're tackling with great intent. Rucks go at it. Clark, I don't think he meant to smother it. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. Phipps Parsons reads the play so well. Goes long, and inside 50 goes begging. The Cats are bringing great energy. Thumped away. That's skillful. Hargraves works hard to present. Bangs it long. Mollier saves the day. Well-weighted kick. Hoffman makes position. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. That has to hurt. Mattify Forbes. That's not like him. Maple. Mollier is there to save the day. You can see their confidence growing. Orgel clears the area. Polkinghorn. An ill-directed hand pass. Jacques leading by example. Craig Peters. Mollier at full back stops them in their tracks. Gets it out of the danger zone. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Mattify Forbes. Clean pickup. He's so good in close. Barker kicks to space. Who's front and centre? Sexton doesn't want to turn it over there. Caulfield can run with the footy. Gallagher on a lead. That's well played. He's made a hot start to this match. The Cats have all the answers. Off he goes. They can't catch him. A second bounce. This will be their first entry for a while. Martin marks. Will he go the bomb? He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
The Cats have certainly looked the better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Heads towards goal and does not let them down.
He's causing all sorts of problems for them. They might need to make the change already.
The Dogs have got to respond now. It's getting away from them. Smith with a deft tap. Clark runs onto it. Nevitt under pressure. He's set upon. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Smith showing his skills. Phipps Parsons. They need a spark. Gallagher got to the right position and hung on. Mollier will bail his team out again. The Cats are playing like winners. Clark, that's good work rate. They're moving the footy well here. Ignoring the corridor for now. Conway in some space on the wing. The kick is precise. Waiting for someone to come at him. Hughes. What's he got on offer? They've found the magic formula. Wiltshire can just about finish it himself. It's hard to defend ball movement like this. They'll compete inside the 50. Clark gets to the front spot and can line them up.
The Cats are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
He's the right man to have it, and he's delivered.
Footscray, where are you? The match has started.
The Cats can sense a soft kill here. Smith wins it out of the centre. Attracted a crowd. Ball up in the shadows of quarter time. Conway showing his skills. Through the centre square he goes. Is anyone home? The Cats have been all over them so far. They've certainly thrown down the gauntlet. Time for a break. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
The Dogs have been forced into some changes already because they really didn't look like scoring in that term. They need better method in their ball movement and they need to work harder as well. I feel like they could start hitting the scoreboard if that pressure on them drops off a little bit, but they haven't coped with it at all well so far.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again. Smith wins it down. Kennedy. Now it's someone else's problem. Maple. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? They've put themselves under pressure. Takes the logical option. Feeds it out. Pike. Desperate defence. Stevens. Should kick it. He does.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Cats with the first of the second term. Good ruck work. Under pressure. Maple. A quick getaway wasn't possible. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Conway with a deft tap. Takes a bounce. The Cats can smell blood. Caulfield tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Dangerous place to turn it over. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Can someone finally clear the footy? Smith, the winner there. That's symptomatic of their day. Stevens, a bit of a panicked handball. It's loose inside the 50. The Dogs, under great pressure. They're tackling with venom today. Conway punches it out of the ruck. Kennedy. Hargraves navigated the traffic. Warple in the right spot at the right time. Caperon, Polkinghorn. We've seen this before, and you just get the feeling we're going to see it some more.
They're just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Good ruck work. Nevitt competing fiercely. Holmes provides some run. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Close is the target, and he marks.
This for number 3.
Accuracy and distance might both be problems here. Conway just had to get it out. He'll be sore in the morning when one tackle just won't do. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Conway with the tap. He's not one to take a backward step. Pike, that's commitment to the cause. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Good ruck work. Just shoveled it out. Kennedy, Maple. Well, he had to try, I suppose. Goes laterally. Crofts with a chance to relieve the pressure. Normally delivers. Warple accepted the invitation. He's put the foot down. Stevens! That's a big play.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
He's given it a tug and missed.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Caulfield brings it back in. Good work rate. The Dogs have been out of sorts. It's a dreadful mistake. What's he got on offer? Got a little time here. Crosses the paint. Caulfield making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Martin. Pike knew where the help was. Stevens out of the congestion. Warple. It's not a fair fight. The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they create a shot on goal from this stoppage? Conway showing his skills. Warple on the same page as his ruck. It's there!
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
This one might be settled now. The big men fly. Nevitt leading from the front. Phipps Parsons. Emmett lays it off. Off he goes with the advantage. Orgel. He was taken high and should go back and have a shot from here. They desperately need a goal. Jones. Can they finally get on the board? Emmett wins it. Farms it out. Nevitt saw that coming. They've coughed it up. Phipps Parsons sets sail for home, and he has delivered.
That set play worked a treat, but at the same time, their opponents were generous in allowing it.
The Dogs have opened their account. Conway has probably got the points at this stage. Warple, Nevitt, Holmes onto it. Burke runs onto it. He's in the clear, so he'll have a bounce. Here's a big chance. Can he take it? No, he's missed.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Back into play. Darcy works hard to present. And they're away. Jacques presents in space. Picking their way through. Well played. What's he got on offer? Orgel in the clear on centre wing. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Driscoll read that one right off the boot. Sizes up what's ahead. Doesn't often waste it. Polkinghorn. Dangerous to leave on his own. Waiting for someone to come at him. Can he find a teammate? Taking out some frustration possibly. Squeezes the kick. That's a shocker.
Great pressure and ultimately rewarded.
In he goes.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
This would bring the house down. The house is down.
Is this the best team in the competition? The available evidence says yes.
The Dogs are on the canvas. Conway with a deft tap. Nevitt bursts through the middle. This is promising. Gotchling marks. That's hard to stop. Stevens. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Conway with the tap. Darcy. It's a tough game. The kick was misdirected.
One of their key markers has been how well they've shared the load. That list of goal kickers might be about to get a new name.
That's not his best effort. In fact, it's one of his worst. Searching kick. It must be his birthday. He's stolen a march. Poor decision-making there. Spills out in the tackle. He's just dropped the footy and the ump has no choice.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
He's had little impact so far. Hargraves has found some space. A chance to clear now. Orgel read it well and claims the mark. They'll contest in the centre square. Sees something he likes. That has to hurt. Martin gathers. Holmes. Clark. They get full value for a deep entry.
The Dogs are in real danger of taking a big percentage hit now.
The Cats with a 10-goal opening half. They've been so impressive. Conway wins it down. Clark provides some run. He's everywhere at the moment. Who's front and centre? Knew the tackle was coming. Gets the kick away. Terrific forward pressure. And we will do it all again. Conway has had his measure today. Clark. The Cats are playing some great footy. Martin has got loose.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Goes for the check side. Yes! That is so skillful.
The Dogs are going to have to switch it up. They've been scored against much too easily.
The Cats go on their merry way. Conway looking for territory. Nevitt. Burke. Big tackle laid. The fans will be happy to see this. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Good ruck work, like Batman and Robin. Maple under pressure. Walker, can he mop up? Hasn't seen a lot of it. Mattify Forbes went bang. Hargraves, Clark manages to get off a handball. Nevitt. The Dogs are chasing tail. Close, couldn't reel it in. Stevens, this should be a goal. No problem.
They're having a real purple patch and making it count on the scoreboard 4 in a row.
The Cats are absolutely airborne at the moment. Smith, the winner there. They have a good understanding, those two. That's a strong mark. What's he got on offer? This will be their first entry for a while. Phipps Parsons. Burke is calm in a crisis. Throws it on the boot. Manages to find a teammate. What a hand pass. Barker navigated the traffic. Conway. The Cats look well drilled. Touch and go. It's go.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion and he made the most of it.
The Cats with 5 on the bounce and playing irresistible footy. Conway has got on top. Nevitt, centre square, loose ball. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. The Dogs are hanging out for the break. Conway looking for territory. Taken to ground. He's drawn a crowd. The Cats are doing a good job of locking it in their forward line. Conway is giving him a bath. Burke, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning.
The Cats with a late chance.
The goal umpire doesn't need to work for that one.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Cats have been superior in the air, which is certainly contributing to their inside 50 ascendancy. They've also taken some tremendous contested marks. They'll look to improve their clearance work in the third term, though.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Conway is teaching him a lesson. Warple, Nevitt, the umpire waves them on. They've got winners all over the park. Close, desperate defence, out of the congestion. And that is a bizarre piece of play, rushing it behind for his own team.
Every bit counts, so I guess.
Jacques, tasked with the kick in. Gottsling, he can make them pay royally. Polkinghorn can run into an open goal.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
The Cats
look every bit a premiership contender.
The Cats are irrepressible. What a day this is turning into for them. Farms it out. He picked his pocket. Conway, he's so good in close. Warple, he'll be sore in the morning. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Smith showing his skills. Kennedy, that's symptomatic of their day. He doesn't waste many. Needed to be clean and wasn't. I think he called for that. Jacques will tidy up. Kicks to space. Hoffman, time and again, he gets to the right place. What can they build here? Barker working hard and being rewarded. Tidy ball. Polkinghorn finds himself unattended. They're playing like champions. Good work rate. This is champagne footy. They're toying with them now. Close. Marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
He'll take something special, but maybe it's that kind of day.
2 already today. Can he make it 3? You bet he can.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Cats have made a hot start to the second half. Smith wins the hit out. He's been dispossessed. Kennedy. Slick hands. Phipps Parsons. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Hargraves. Will he look for a target or go himself? Bounced straight off his chest. Hughes gives away a free and the moment passes. That's a useful ball. It's a dreadful mistake. Hughes is there to thwart that play. Doesn't often waste it. Crofts with the big fist. Squeezes the kick. Driscoll runs onto it. Wants to take the game on. Pike. This is promising. He's not giving up. You can't question his commitment. Can he impose himself on the match? That's poor play. Warple just shoveled it out. Polkinghorn. They're just about doing as they please. And there's another one.
I'm all for finding silver linings. The defenders have got the best seats in the house, and they didn't even have to pay for them.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Good ruck work and good roving too. A bit of a panicked handball. Pike, who's at home? Gottsling only knows one way. Warple. That's got to be a free kick. Took them on and didn't dispose of it correctly.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Caulfield, it's a desperate tackle. The Cats look like scoring every time they go forward. Conway, he's worth his weight in gold. Kennedy, ever reliable. Phipps Parsons, that's a poor place to give the ball back. Can he find a teammate? Darcy had it and lost it. Phipps Parsons, Conway got in the way. Wiltshire, errant handball and they've turned it over. They cannot keep him quiet. Quality delivery by Foot. Searching kick. Not sure what the idea was there. Wiltshire can get it and go. He'd like that one again. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. Walker made the footy his. Maple uses the body well. The Cats have all the answers. Good hands. Mattify Forbes has pushed into space. The kick is precise. Can he hit a target? The ump calls play on. They're bloodthirsty today. They're putting on a clinic.
The Cats have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
Heads for home. It's close. What does the goal umpire say? 6 points.
The Dogs are going to need to get in a room during the week and sort their attitude out. It's been a deplorable display, and the blame must be accepted by everyone.
The Dogs need to pull their finger out. They've been poor. Smith looking for territory. Clever kick. Mattify Forbes reads the ball so well. What's he got on offer? Bangs it long. Pike dishes it off. Conway running in support. They're on a tear and they're dealing maximum damage.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
The Dogs are having one of those days. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Kennedy, Phipps Parsons, gets his kick despite the heat. They are hunting the ball carrier. I've liked his game today. Who's got the wheels? They've put themselves under pressure. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Phipps Parsons, got to get it on quickly. Honours the lead. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Got a little time here. Caperon has got loose. The Cats are doing all the attacking. Kennedy spoils. Warple. Close. He's put it through.
Have they proved their point yet?
The Cats look in the mood to dish out a real hiding here. The big men fly. He'll work all day. That's a well-placed kick. White can't mark. Kennedy. Mollier wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. A chance to clear now. The pickup is superb. Breaks the line. It's a dominant display. Warple, great hands there. The Dogs are chasing tail. Punched away. Gets it to safety.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Caulfield tasked with the kick in. Generosity is a wonderful quality, but not on a football field.
He'll expect to convert this.
Struck it well. No problems there.
It's a gift, really, and he's taken full advantage.
The Dogs will be campaigning for mulligans after this. Conway continues to have his way. Managed to get a handball away. Which way will it bounce? He's generally a good kick. Smith! Great body work. Probing ball. Maple has charged into space. He hasn't been himself today. Nevitz goes without it. Jones, White, they're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Conway wins the hit out. Warple. It's not a fair fight. He fumbled at the critical moment. Conway has rucked tirelessly. He's gone. Craig Peters. Maple looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played. Can they follow that goal up with another? Smith. He's been beaten, but he had a win there. They're going hammer and tong. Phipps Parsons. Wiltshire. Clark. Conway. Lays it off. Smith in the right spot at the right time. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. The Dogs under great pressure. Warple managed to get out despite the tackle. He's lost it. Polkinghorn snares the loose ball. He's kicked a goal.
Stop it, the horse is dead already.
The Cats are showing why they were well back to win this match. Smith with a deft tap. Got right on his back. That's a free. Playing for pride now. Gallagher works hard to present. What's he got on offer? This will be a deep entry. It's come unstuck. Slowing it down. Careful with the kick. Wiltshire out of the congestion. It's loose inside the 50. Good tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Conway has had his measure today. He just keeps racking up disposals. Sexton, we've seen that before. Under pressure. Bouncing ball. The Cats have won it back. Pike takes the logical option. Polkinghorn manages to get off a handball. Close. He's put it through.
Daylight is clearly running second in this race.
The Cats with the past 2 goals. Smith wins it out of the centre. Dealt with the pressure. Maple gathers in the centre square. They desperately need a goal. The Dogs have just one more quarter of this torment to endure. The end can't come quickly enough for them. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Cats have looked $1 million, but they've been allowed to. The lack of pressure on them has been really hard to understand, and they are always going to cut you to ribbons if you don't bring pressure. In fact, they can do that anyway, but you're no chance if you're not prepared to work your tails off.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Smith, the winner there. Feeling the heat. Throws it on the boot. Molia takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. That's a good option, and this looks promising. They're playing with purpose and poise. Kennedy making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Not a lot of positives today. Stripped of the footy. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Approaching the 50. The defence is disorganised. Close. Can go back and shoot at goal.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
He's hit it sweetly. That's a quality strike. It was never missing.
Is this the best team in the competition? The available evidence says yes.
The Cats are having a lot of the play and making it count too. Punch clear. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Clark. Barker navigated the traffic. In no man's land. Attracted a crowd. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Smith wins it. Kennedy, he's been a shining light. Look at him go. Will the ump call that back? No. The Dogs are good with their hands, and the kick inside 50 lets them down. Goes long. Who's front and centre? Centre square, loose ball. Selwood gets there first. Should have done better. Jones takes a beauty. Into the pocket he goes. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Waiting for someone to come at him. Gee, they're playing well. Tidy ball. Hoffman, all on his own. The Cats are red hot at the moment. Stevens on a lead. Mattify Forbes. This is good footy. Uses his pace to great effect. Gives it everything. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Thought his way through it. Kennedy is hard to beat one-on-one. Phipps Parsons. The Cats are giving them nothing. Emmett looking for territory. Maple just shoveled it out. Holmes runs onto it. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Selwood, it's a tough game. We'll have another ball up. Edwards has got on top. They've got good chemistry, those two. Throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
Want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could. Conway gets his hand to it. Just had to get it out. Holmes, this is promising. The Cats finishing strongly. Felt the pressure when one tackle just won't do. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Emmett wins it. The team physios will be working overtime. Barker gathers. The sprint is on. Clark, what a game he's played. No one could mark. Stevens. Maple runs onto it. Goes laterally. Time to turn on the Jets. Clark didn't need to be asked twice. He's completely miscued that.
That's what they call a good old-fashioned clanger.
Doesn't often waste it. The runner will be out in a minute. What's he got on offer? The Cats are playing some great footy. Holmes can just about finish it himself. This ought to end in a goal.
Maybe he hasn't showered in a while. I can't think of any other reason they refused to go near him.
Two already today. Can he make it three? You bet he can.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Cats, in this form, would challenge anybody. The big men fly. Dishes it off. Clark, he's so good in close. Stevens, by hand. Holmes. Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Seen my previous comment, I guess.
The Dogs, a shot. What a debacle it's been. Edwards showing his skills. Had to get it out. Holmes breaks the line. Careful ball movement. Wiltshire drops into the hole and marks.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
This will be a close thing. It's good.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The only competition they've got out there is each other. The two big men do battle. Managed to get a handball away. Hacking it forward. Mollier had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. They're leading them a merry dance. They're a pleasure to watch. Some people can't kick that far. That's good, aggressive footy. They might be caught out on the turnover. He's been quiet. Gottsling went bang. Buse got the handball away. Ball spills free in the tackle. Nevitt bursts through the middle. Takes the short option. Holmes marks it centre half forward. Second effort needed. Gottsling, good ball handling under pressure. They've coughed it up. That's commitment to the cause. The ump calls for the footy close to goal. Emmett showing his skills. Kennedy, dangerous place to lose it. This spells trouble. Pike, he'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. We've got another stoppage. Who can get the clearance? He makes no mistake.
Have they proved their point yet?
This is more like a horror movie than a football match. Emmett wins it out of the centre. He just dropped it. Phipps Parsons. The kick was centimetre perfect. Just has to hit a target. Hoffman is there in defence. Can he find a teammate? Thumped away. Had some assistance. Nevitt takes a bounce. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
And that's a letdown. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Gardner wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. The Cats have all the answers. Edwards doing the grunt work. Sexton accepted the invitation. Crofts. Edwards couldn't quite. Taken to ground. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Edwards wins it. He's lost possession. Another one off the ground. Barker has a paddock in front of him. Martin got to the right position and hung on.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Heads towards goal. It's a chance. No. It's found its way into the post.
The opposition must be thinking, thank heaven for small mercies.
The Dogs are under siege at the moment. Honours the lead. Waiting for someone to come at him. Wiltshire couldn't mark. They have absolutely spifflicated him. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Smith smashes it out of there. Great anticipation. He's besieged. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. The two big men do battle. He's been accosted.
The Cats have been so impressive today. This will give them huge belief.
Smith with the tap. He's set upon. Kicks to space. That's symptomatic of their malaise. What's he got on offer? They've opened them up here. He might have thought about the corridor. Close. Works hard to present. The Dogs are chasing tail. Barker delivers a long ball. Stevens wins the contest hands down. They're hungry for more. Caperon fumbles it. Pike, Nevitt navigated the traffic. Darcy leads his opponent. Throws it on the boot. Close. Again with the superior judgment. Alarm bells are ringing. Sizes up what's ahead. Pike. He's so clean with the footy. Barker. That's good work rate.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
The Cats
Look every bit a premiership contender.
The Cats are giving them an absolute smashing. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Nevitt. None shall pass, and we're just about out of time. Smith with a deft tap. Kennedy closed him down. And that finally is the end of that. It was the smashing to end all smashings. What a performance that was, Half. What did you make of it?
That was savagely brutal. Should that be brutally savage? I've never seen football as pure as that, and I can only speculate that they would have found it fractionally more challenging if they'd actually had any opposition.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Half. Thanks for your company. Hope to have you with us again next time for more enthralling Aussie rules action.